Please. Device. Okay, I think I'm getting there. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Just give it a few minutes because you're a little bit behind me. Yes, I can see it working now, right? Hello? Can anybody hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
You can. Okay, so now they can hear you as well. Say hi, Lati. Why don't you stay on the phone with me? Lati, do you want to? Are you feeling? Are you? It's up to you, sweetie. Are you feeling okay? I know you have a headache. Maybe next time?
I can deal.
You can be? Okay.
Like 5 minutes.
Okay. If at any point you feel like you need to go, you just need to go. Just let me know. Okay, guys, can you hear me now? You can see me, and not the cat. Not the cat. Your stuff is coming in. It's a little bit late, so there we go. We found out it was a miss, but look at the picture. It's just horrifyingly bad. And this is not me. On my end, it looks okay, guys. It is YouTube, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So Tori, I'm Love. Hello, Tori. I was thinking about you, and you are going to be the mod getting a reading this time around. And Lati is again in charge of all the mods. She's going to decide who is the mod in charge and so on and so forth. So sip of coffee, everybody. Let's cheer. And so sorry about the technical difficulties. I have learned something.
Cheers.
Lati, you can talk.
How's everybody doing?
You can talk while I'm shuffling, and so we are shuffling, starting individual signs. We are doing today because it sounds like you guys loved it last time, and we are doing Aquarius first. Aquarius.
Oh, Aquarius. I don't know how to say that well.
Aquarius.
I'm so bad. Aquarius.
It's not agua. The guys, you say it. It's with K. Aqua.
Aquarius.
That's it.
I'll just say it in Spanish. Aquarius.
That's it. That sounds good. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So Lati, now you can talk to people instead of typing all the time while I'm shuffling, and I'm doing the Aquarius, and I'll shut up finally. Okay, go ahead.
Well, air signs like to talk a lot, so you're gonna give me how long to talk?
2 seconds. I'm just having the first card down, but you will see when the cards are down. And I'm not so sure why I'm not seeing. Are you guys even seeing me shuffle? I see nothing over here. No shuffling. Oh.
Yeah, I see the shuffling now.
You
hey
do.
Guys.
Okay, you do.
How was the week?
Tori, I was yesterday sleeping most of the day, lying down all the time, other than the one I had to do the tiger out because I really injured myself badly. So I'm all groggy today, but Lati is having a headache, so hey, we are still making it through. So Aquarius.
Hola. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás, Siam?
Now
he spoke to me in Spanish, so I'm saying hi.
Oh, I see. That's very sweet. Oh, look at this guy. We have some gorgeous people around here. Is that the Capricorn in house? I guess Kylie, hello, Sagittarius, Tori Aquarius, Sally Leo, Barbie Libra, Lati Gemini, me Aqua. Oh my gosh, we already have a crowd over here. So Aquarius, you have
all the signs are here.
Not all. Who are we missing? You're missing.
You see, that's what happens when you put two air signs to talk. Okay, I let you.
And everybody will think. And everybody will think we are arguing, right? Because we are talking over each other. Oh. Okay, it's my turn now. Let me finish Aquarius. Let me see something else. I wanted to get these cards as well. Where are they? Here. For clarification, my I don't know what are these called. They're called Gypsy Lenormand cards or something like that. So Aquarians, you have King of Pentacles, you have Page of Wands reversed, you have Strength reversed, and you have Wheel of Fortune upright. It's kind of like a roller coaster week, and I guess we are getting out of our aqua mode. We are entering into I don't know, like what the heck this is. King of Pentacles is really telling me that most likely this is representing us, or our willingness to do something long and lasting and sturdy and also at the same time, we don't mind working hard, but we also want to play hard and enjoy the money, maybe treating ourselves, something like that. Page of Wands reversed is telling me that maybe we'll be encountering some individuals with kind of like high degree of immaturity. So if you guys are aiming for a King of Pentacles and you're getting Page of Wands, it's going to be a shocker kind of a thing, right? This kind of like reminds me of going on online forums, and all these people sound wonderful, right? Oh my gosh, look at that steak, you know? It sounds so wonderful. It's like a fast food place when you go and see this beautiful picture and then you get your plate and it's like, where's my food, right? So that's King of Pentacles, is that wonderful person who is willing to work hard. You're not going to have financial problems or emotional problems. The support is there. Yeah, he might be a little bit on a maybe boring side, but you know, like he has so many strengths that eventually you're going to realize, hey, you know, there is a reason for that. And then the Page of Wands is maybe what is coming out of this person. So you really have to be careful, or you will meet two different people. One who's not going to be very interesting, but you have to give time for this person to become interesting. So for air sign Aquarius, I can see the judgment is like being made rashly, in a rush. So hey, you know, person is boring next, and then the next one is pretty much a jerk, right? Who is not willing to commit, who is playing kind of like some kind of like role over here. But nonetheless, karma is stepping in with this Wheel of Fortune and saying, hey, you know what, it's going to be positive. I am making sure this is positive. So guys, this is going all the way to February 22nd. It's going in a Pisces transition. Pisces are going to be the first next month. So I didn't even finish. Well, actually, I'm going February, March, kind of like, and Pisces are going to get their special March edition because they only got February. So I want to clarify a few things. I want to, for example, clarify the strength. Hello, Temperance Rising. How are you? Hello, hello, hello.
Jennifer is looking at the steak, focusing on the steak.
Okay, steak is good.
On the cart. I don't know where she sees it.
Well, steak is King of Pentacles is the steak, right? Basically, right? Okay. It's somebody who's going to ask you on a date, and he's not going to ask you, well, let's have a coffee to see if you like each other. He's going to say, let's go to a really good restaurant and have a steak, kind of a thing, right? You better be a meat eater with this person, right? And strength card.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, just give me like something medium raw to medium raw. That's kind of like my taste, and I had to learn to be that way. So it says sadness and it says gift. So guys, if somebody's making you sad, it is a gift. Does it make sense? It makes lots of sense to me. It tells me that you need to listen to your emotions, that you shouldn't kind of like justify it. I see so many people, oh, I know, you're so nice. You're not, like, a person tells you, you know, I'm a real jerk, but hey, you know, no, you're not, you're so nice. Yes, he is. You know, just kind of like drill it. People will tell you who they are. And that sadness, this time, kind of like that should be your barometer. Like, it's raining and it's going to rain for a long time. So unless you want to be depressed, and I don't think you will be, something is going to switch you. Wheel of Fortune basically tells me that end of the week, is going to be a huge shift for the better. It's going to feel like being back in the saddle. It's going to feel we are going places. So karma is not letting you slip this time around, but it could be sort of like, yeah, why is this happening? Again, Aquarians, stop asking why questions. People are just people, and who cares, really? Just move to the next one. All right, Lottie, your turn. I'm shuffling for, who is next? Who is next?
It's fine. Well, it looks good to me. You know, it means that if you don't have to be scared. If you did good, you're gonna get good karma. But if someone did bad to you, you know it's coming for them. So I'm good with it. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I think you just ate, and that's good for you. I came from walking Mr. T, and with my foot, I'm limping on both legs. How's that? On both legs. So that's all. Like, that's awesome. That's an old lady who lives up the hill over here. But,
yeah, I was gonna ask you, what did you do that you fell? You got your karma.
Oh my God, I got my karma. Exactly.
I'm kidding.
No, but like, it is my karma. Like, it's actually more of a stupidity. If you see eyes and you have a puppy, what can go wrong with this, right? Oh my gosh! And then he tagged me, and then pop, I was like on my back, right? So I can only blame myself. And Uggs are not good for eyes. Just not good. I'm going to complain to the company. So I got myself a different shoes right now. Really ugly shoes, but they're not going to make me slip. All right, so which sign did somebody say Taurus? I see Taurus. Well, you know what? All I see is Taurus. So Taurus it is. Let's do Taurus.
Okay, Taurus.
Taurus.
Yes.
Taurus. Taurus.
Throw your energy in there, Taurus. Let's see.
Okay, let's see who's there. Orangan is also Talati. I don't know if you know. She's from, if I remember, Malaysia, right? And she's also helping with social media. She also posts stuff over there on Facebook. But Lati is in charge of Instagram and is going to be even bigger boss right now. There we go. We have Taurus is in the house. Taurus is Mr. T. Mr. T is the name.
Taurus?
I tell
Mr. T.
Yeah, because everybody else who asks me what is his name, I tell them it's a Mr. T, because the trainer told me not to give his name to anybody, so he would just learn to react to me, and it's
Okay.
working. So Taurus, woo, you're starting with Tower, and it's reversed, so that's not good. Then it's the Knight of Wands, then it's Ace of Wands, then it's the Hermit, then it's the Queen of Swords, and then it's like Five of Wands. Do you want to go forward or do you want to go back? It's like you're very, very confused in which direction you're going. There's like somebody, like this Knight of Wands is like somebody really exciting. And the Tower reverse is telling me you are not learning. It could be somebody sexual exciting to the point that you think you're in love. You have to find the difference between sex and love, because there's lots of, and it's kind of will get meshed at a certain point. And I really feel this is the case over here, that you are enamored with somebody who is just simply not there to stay. And it's okay if you want to have kind of like few adventures, especially if you're not in hemisphere. It's very cold. These people can really warm up your bed. If that's what you're after, nothing wrong about that. It could be somebody from the past that keeps reappearing in your life. That somebody else could be basically Virgo. It could be air sign. Could be fire sign as well. And I also see Scorpio possibly. Now, interestingly enough, is that it's going to be an interesting week, because even though I think this weekend you're going to be busy, most likely Tauruses are in bed right now. They're not on live because they're busy, and good for you, Taurus. but something is going to happen.
They're busy.
They're really busy. Like they're not necessarily sleeping, but they could be in bed, right? So that kind of busy. But
yeah.
So just tell us, Tauruses, we can serve you cakes and stuff like that. But it's going to be really interesting, because you have the Hermit card, and Hermit is about illumination. It's going to hit you, and this is this big shift that is happening anyway. Each time the sign shifts, is like, I don't know why people pay so much attention with eclipses and what do you call it? Gosh, I can't think of it. Where we have like the switches of the signs, and this is really very, very important, because the energy is completely different. It's like shifting different to a different train, and it's completely different experience, different seat. And your seat is going to be the one of a Hermit, and the Hermit is a really good card. It's one of the 3 cards that represent God, and this is pulling in, understanding yourself, and almost like somebody else might actually appear in your life, or you might be this Queen of Swords. This is somebody who gets it. It's absolutely who gets it. It's somebody who is going to meet a person and say, I know how the story ends. And the moment when people go blah, 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 they're cut off. They're cut off, because she says, look, I have been there, I've done that, I listened to that, I've been through this experience saying, no, you're not a jerk when you told me you're a jerk. I've been through false promises and no more. And then you're establishing new boundaries, you're establishing new positioning, you're going into something else. It's kind of like really, really interesting. It's weird, like, I mean, Lati, is this video matching the audio or no?
I'm a little bit delayed. Just a little bit.
No, you guys are always delayed, but like, I mean, what I'm seeing just shuffling cards for Taurus at this stage on my video. So I'm just like really, really wondering. But
okay.
So I don't know if
it sounds.
Just
we have to ask them if the audio is fine, because I have it in mute over here, so it doesn't
interfere. Okay, it is for you. Okay, guys, are you seeing me right now? Just in a break, putting matches, tempers rising. Okay, good, 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 good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're good.
Must be Mercury retrograde coming through, because I usually don't have problems during Mercury retrograde, but I do have before. Remember last year, what was it, 3 computers going kaput? It's interesting. So, okay, who's next?
I picked up something. I'm sorry, Kat, but I picked up something for Taurus. Yeah, in the reading, I saw that Taurus was the one. Is that how you say it, Taurus?
Taurus.
Okay, they were the one wanting to be alone and just having like, you can be with me like for a little bit, but you know, my house and you in your house, you know, it's like no strings attached. That's what I kind of felt.
No, that's true. It can be interpreted that way for sure. It could be just them. They're not sure if they really want to venture somewhere else with somebody else. So that's absolutely a possibility. Okay, so who is next? Tempers rising is looking Scorpio. Okay. Aquarius, Taurus. No, Scorpio. Of course, you want Capricorn and Leo. Oh my gosh, come on, one more. Let's see if we have a doubles. Let's see if we have doubles. One more vote. One more double.
One more.
Oh, you cannot. Yeah, it's the same person saying no, Chris.
Oh yeah. I'm one of the mods.
There we go. We have a Leo. We have a Leo.
Okay, now you shouldn't do Cappy, because then it would be like you're treating him special because he's a mod. So I would go for Scorpio.
No, I'll go for Leo because we have 2 Leos, Sally and the cat.
Leo.
Yeah, okay. Leo.
Leo it is.
You have to see him as the N and D. Pardon me. You have to talk somebody else when I'm done to vote with you for Cappies. Okay, so let's see. Because I'm special. See?
Of course you are. Oh. You're all special. I love you all.
You're made out of chocolate, right? Okay, that's very special. Actually, you know what? I was dating a guy, and we really went out on a date, and that's exactly what I told him. He said, you know, you maybe don't understand this about me, but I'm really special. I said, yeah, you're made out of chocolate. You should see his face.
You told me. You told me that story. It's really funny. I'm sorry.
Okay, Leo. Let's do Leo. Look at Barbie. Like, I like the information system. You're awesome, Barbie. Leo, like the cards are jumping. What the heck is going on here? You have everything. You have 3 of Cups. You have, there is one more hiding. You have the World reversed. You have 10 of Swords. You have 8 of Wands. You have Wheel of Fortune. 3 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands reversed.
Wow.
It's.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I don't know.
In the end, you know, the 5, you know, because it kind of,
well, 5 of Wands is reversed, so it's not necessarily good. You're giving up on something or on somebody. I mean, of course, the beginning of the weekend is going to start okay. It's one of those things when you wake up, you're so chirpy, you're so nice, and you come out and you break your leg, and everything goes downhill. Of course, I hope you're not guys going to break your legs or anything like that, because it starts with something that triggers you. It starts with something, because when I see the World reversed, I don't like this card reversed, because it's really telling me that something is happening from the past, something karmically that it's still luring you to kind of go into that, where it's really not good for you. It's really. It could be literally a person, even though I don't see the person in the cards, but it could be the person with whom you're dealing, or it could be just a sentiment that it keeps resurfacing and doing it. So the World reversed it's really kind of like a need, and I promised somebody to wear my Z beads. So let me just put this one on. Okay, here we go. These are my Z beads, which I sometimes use for reading, and actually it might help me this way. Only thing, I might get really drained rather quickly. So this is from, looks like a different planet, guys. Sting wears one all the time because they're really, really special. And I'm just like trying to get some more information here as well. So you see, the World is followed by 10 of Swords. So there's like something that is really going to push you, and honestly, for some reason I'm thinking Monday. Monday is going to be really tough for you guys, Leos, and I don't know why. But things are going to get resolved. And it's going to be a glitch, let's say. It's going to be a glitch in otherwise a good kind of like forecast, where all of a sudden Eight of Wands is like kind of like going back and forth. It's kind of like energy traveling. And Wheel of Fortune, the luck is finally on your side. You're going in this new direction. Three of Pentacles, there is like a teamwork of some kind. It's the productivity. And Five of Wands is really telling me, again, warning, when they're upright. I really like this card. Most readers don't like this card because this card really talks about, hey, you know what, I need to keep my position, and this is how far you should go. This is like where I don't want to go. So when this kind of like reverses, it really talks about you just don't give a flying, you know what, right, about anything anymore, which actually it's probably good attitude giving about something that really shook you up over here. So maybe this is connecting with this. Lati, are you picking up anything else?
Yeah, I'm picking up it's some kind of tie, a connection that keeps coming up, you know, like when you're already when they're already moving on, this person comes and reappears and sets them back again, you know, and this been happening like more than a year or so. I don't know why, but it's more than a year.
It's the world has like that. Like, I mean, you have like 2 karma card in this period, guys. So be at your best behavior, deal with things head on, because this is your opportunity to kind of like do better. So let me clarify a few things. It's a time to get out of it. You have a huge chance, and most likely I would say 98% is that you're going to move forward, right? Look at this, Regina. I think, Regina, you're going to be a quick target for somebody talking to you really, really quickly right now, being a Capricorn. So, let me see the world. The world is clarified with journey and house. So I'm wondering, guys, if there is like, and you're Leo. Leo is really big on everybody being a part of their kingdom. So your family, your friends, your co-workers, you kind of treat everybody the same way. And that's wrong, because not everybody can be on basically keen level, right? So I'm wondering if you're planning some kind of like journey, literally, as this is showing, getting out of the house, or you're going to visit somebody somewhere else, or you'll find about somebody doing the same of some kind. This is actually positive. This also means the journey is starting. You're moving into kind of like a new...
You're waking up.
Yeah, new home. The house meaning spiritual kind of like awakening. And let me just see that Wheel of Fortune as well. What more? Oh, look at that, Kylie. That's so sweet. I'm glad. Latina didn't plan it.
Thank you.
Very sweet of you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune.
I just don't want to step on Cat. That's why I you know, I like to talk a lot.
You're short. You cannot step on me.
I know I can't. I'm not trying to. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So we have here message for Wheel of Fortune and misfortune. It's kind of like really weird. This one is a fortune, one is misfortune. It was reversed, so technically it's a fortune. So almost like I'm giggling here because I'm thinking maybe I'm going to get a message that somebody had some kind of misfortune. It's almost like somebody got their karma back, and that's going to make your day. This is kind of like you're going to.
Oh yeah, that's the best when you see a person that does you wrong, and then they're going through the same thing you went with them.
Right.
You know, that's cool.
Hey Lati, did you assign? Excuse me. Did you assign? Okay, this is a Leo. You have anything else to add before I ask you if you assign somebody?
Temp. Yeah. Temp.
Oh, temp. Okay.
Temperance.
Okay, good. Now, do you have anything else to add before I move on?
No, basically it's just I think it's more on the other side that the person is doing something they're not supposed to do, and they're gonna be like caught up with it, and you know it's not gonna be pretty.
Leo, somebody is coming in your, what do you call it, in crosshairs, and you are just about to pull the trigger, and the person just like does everything that you want to do. So you're not getting that bad karma, and things are happening the way you want it to happen. So it's going to be really, really interesting, guys. Very much, very, very well done. So who is next, guys? Which sign will we do next?
Bye, Barbie.
Bye, Barbie.
Love
Thank
you.
you very much for your help. Bye bye. I like the waving. She's
Who's next?
great with icons. Who is next? Who is next? Well, we have Capricorn.
I see one Cappy.
Virgo. Let's see. Bye. Eclipse, your connection. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Okay,
Who's
guys,
next?
I need more. Who's next? Who's next? I need more. There you go. Temperance rising.
Gemini.
Gemini, we have a Gemini in the hat.
Gemini.
Okay, so let's see which one is going to repeat first. Scorpio, we still don't have a repeat.
Scorpio.
Guys, come on. Aries. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, they're
Oh my
saying
Virgo.
different.
We have Virgo.
Virgo wins.
Virgo
Virgo.
wins. Okay, let's go. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. 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 Ooh, we have the Chariot for Virgo. And what is this? We have 8 of Pentacles. Do you guys like these readings better? What do you think, Lati, than with elements? Where I'm dedicated to the sign. She's ignoring me. Okay, the Chariot.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I asked.
I was typing.
That's okay, sorry. I said, is this better when I do individual, or is it better with the element before?
I like it this way better, but we should ask them if they like it by sign. I think, okay, Temph is saying she likes it better.
Yeah.
Guys, how do you like it? You like it by element or by sign? When you vote who goes next? I like element.
Like before.
Sandy says. I like this. I like this one, to be honest. It's like more engaging.
I might do sort of like a full moon or new moon, elements only. Elements only.
Most go by sign.
Yeah, but here I'll probably go by sign. Most go by signs, yeah. Okay. So who is this? This is Virgo. Virgo, do you have any
Virgo.
Do you have any Cancer on the horizon? If you don't, the Chariot is a really... Is this like a bird smell? No, I think I have a mouse because Safi is parked in front of a stove, which probably mouse is hiding. Day and night. That's why she's not in the readings anymore. She's busy. She's at work. So, and it's really bad. You have I don't want my cats to eat mice. Is that bad? And it's really bad that we have mice in the building to start with. So the Chariot is like Chariot is generally single person. Chariot is also somebody who actually doesn't want to be in a couplehood. It's actually somebody who is leaving the relationship. It's somebody who is saying, okay, you know what? There are pros and there are cons, and that's why we have these two Sphinx or whatever usually we have. Even in this deck, we have somebody who is not necessarily connecting the dots, or not even reigning over these basically Sphinx lions to move forward, right? But she's looking for that spiritual guidance. In which direction do I go, and what do I kind of like conceive from this point on, right? This is like very powerful card for getting rid of basically, pardon my language, shit. And I like when Chariot shows up. It means, okay, finally, especially if you have a bad time and things are coming your way, and we almost become this negative magnet, and like it's one bad thing after another, right? It's like not only that I slipped on ice, but I slipped on both legs and an arm, and Tiger needs to go out like 9 to 10 times a day. It's like, oh my God. But you guys are really, everything here is positive, like really nothing wrong. And you know, when I have a positive reading, it's very short. It's very short. Because you have 8 of Pentacles. This is you, Virgo. Whenever I see this card, I see you. It is something organized. It is like putting the fine touches on something, almost like finished. You are seeing where you're going. And honestly, for some of you who are not single, or this also, I think, considering the combination of the cards, it could mean that you're deciding to go in a different direction of some kind. That something is going to create stability for you, because you also have 4 of Pentacles. Maybe somebody was a financial drain on your life. Maybe somebody was kind of like what they call them Klingons, right? Where they kind of like take... I had a girlfriend, she moved. We are still girlfriends, but we are not in close touch. And she had this guy she knew for a long time, and so all of a sudden like from friendship or knowing each other, they went into relationships. So he came to visit because they're in different cities, and she's calling me. Oh my goodness, and she's talking to me in Croatian, so he couldn't understand. He goes and drinks milk from the fridge, and then he tells me you need to buy milk. He eats everything from my fridge, and he tells me you need to buy this. And she goes, why in the world he doesn't go and get it? What kind of like man is that? It was hilarious. It's the man who doesn't pay child support, actually, right? So something like this, I see here that you have something that, or you're noticing that something can be a burden, and you're saying, I worked very, very hard, and I don't need somebody to kind of like put me like down to my knees, and I want somebody with whom I can go to the next level. So you're being protective of yourself over here. This is very positive. You will go, maybe with some of you will go to the next level. It can be this happiness and celebration, and I don't know, we are just past post Valentine. It's going to be sort of like a sober Valentine for you, where you know what you're heading, you know what you're getting, you know what you need to work on, but like nothing really bad that I can see. Anything that you want to add, sweetie?
Okay, guys, don't laugh, but honestly, I just pick up realtor and moving houses. Someone's looking for a new house. That's what I see.
Okay, that's cool. Let's clarify a few things. I really want to clarify this Four of Pentacles. Look at this dude. He has not much, but he's holding on to it. Like, I mean, this is maybe all he has. And it's really kind of like appreciative of what he has, but at the same time blocking himself and blocking his heart chakra over here. So let's see what is this all about. Yes, Temperance. Yes. How about yes button? Like, I cannot even say this word because I'm training Tiger. And can you hear how quiet he is? Can you hear that?
Oh my God, he's quiet.
You're
doing a good job.
Let's pull up baby cam and let's see. He let himself out of his crate. I was just showing.
Cat spies on Tiger. Cat spies on Tiger. Cat knows now what it is to have a 2-year-old with Tiger.
Goodness.
Tiger has made sure of that.
Oh, this is me with Tiger. And where is the live cam? There's not live cams. Oh, here we go. I hope that he's sleeping. Ooh, yes. Come on, mister. Oh my gosh, look at him on his back. Can you see it? These are the feet. These are the feet. It's okay. Mister is sleeping. Cute. He is letting us do it. So why is this a journey? And this is a journey. I'm still not getting enough information. Still not getting enough information. Anger and jealousy. Well, jealousy and anger, it's almost like identical emotion, right? Because somebody is triggering certain things in you, triggering insecurities, there's lashing out. But I'm honestly seeing that it could be more like of a man who are experiencing that, not so many women. And maybe it looks like, hey, if I feel this way in this relationship, this is not right. And I don't want to be mother to you, I want to be girlfriend, or I want to be a boyfriend to you. And it almost like looks like that. I see two things. I see that some of you will go in a very sober relationship with open eyes, knowing what you're getting. Others are just going to leave. That's it. And that kind of goes back to your point, Lati, saying, okay, some of you are going to stay in the house and kind of like maybe decide to improve on it, and some of you are just going to decide to sell it and list it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my favorite show, by the way. Love It or List It. Did anybody watches the show? I'm a sucker for these design shows. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next?
I like cooking shows. Who's next, guys? Come on, vote. On Gemini. I say Gemini.
Okay.
There's one vote for
We
Gemini.
have a Gemini. Okay, you guys going.
First.
You watch it. I'm going to get another coffee latte, and you'll tell me which. Oh my gosh, I cannot get up. Oh.
Okay, bring me a cup, please.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay.
No problem.
Guys, talk. Who you want next? Let's see. Okay, who's winning? Capricorn. Oh, come on, guys. You're always saying a different sign. Okay, I see 3 Scorpios. Yeah, 1 Gemini. Cappy. I think Scorpio. Yeah,
Say hi.
Scorpio.
Say hi.
Who's there? Oh, Sappy.
Say hi, Sappy.
Oh, so cute. Oh, butt. She's gonna show us her butt again.
Of course, that's a sign of appreciation.
Her furry butt.
Hey, what are you showing? The butt? You're not feeling any shame, huh, baby? Okay. My coffee. Ah, Capricorn. Okay, this time, Capricorn. Let's do Capricorn for the special people. Was it Cappy or? Okay, let's do Cappy, but after that I'm doing Scorpio, just to let you know. Okay, because I see both.
Where the Cappies at? Come on, come on.
Okay, Capricorns, I want to see
yourself.
Capricorns. Everybody who is like, I mean, sun sign, ascendant, and moon sign. Capricorns. Capricorns.
Taurus is like kind of excited. I don't know. Today she's like in a high vibration.
I feel it too. Like, I mean, Temperance is in a great mood. Like, so you're on fire, Temperance. Okay, Capricorn, 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 Capricorn.
She says she's hyper. Told ya.
There we go. We have Jane. She's Gemini, so she's like team Lati. Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Lots of reverse. Oh, I think I have enough for Capricorn. What the heck? Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, Page of Cups. You guys need to talk to me. What the heck is going on? Somebody's clueless. I'll tell you this much. This is my first thought. What the heck is going on? We have Knight of Cups, and this is like this big romantic who is promising you everything. Where is my Capricorn? Where is my Capricorn? Here it is. Here it is. Yeah. That's my angry unicorn, and that's kind of like this Knight of Cups reverse. It's somebody who's like so sweet, and it kind of like it's really playing the tune that you like, and then when you're finally relaxing, when you're finally falling asleep, you hear right, you hear the screeching sound. It could be a coupling over here with this Queen of Swords. I don't know if you guys were involved with Aquarius or something, that it just didn't go anywhere. Everybody's playing their own song, etc. There could be kids over here involved and playing a role, or somebody immature. It could be immature Aquarius or immature air sign that you're dealing with. You could also be dealing with water signs that I see here. Strong Scorpio that is also coming through over here. So now, is somebody finishing their marriage? We have a Death and Hierophant reversed, or there's like still something that is going on that is resonating, because this kind of concerns me when I see the Tower. Remember how I always guys call you horn dogs? You guys are horn dogs. Yes, you are. And don't even try to say differently, because if this is not phallic, I don't know what the heck phallic is in tarot, right? But look, it's going down, so it could be literally impotence issues, or something is really not exciting you, or you know, maybe you're kind of like, you know what they say, like the cat doesn't sit twice on the hot kind of like stove, because she learned the first time. The Death card is always positive card. It's always saying, look, certain things are transforming. But this is like 13, because after 13 is going, okay, maybe we should negotiate and see if we can kind of like merge these two opposites, if it can work. And then you go to 15th, which is your card, kind of like, okay, let's discuss that in bed and see how it goes. And then you go to 16 when you realize, okay, bed is really not getting us that solution, but you're having it backwards. It's almost like as if you're going backwards and looking for some kind of solution, which could be back to the old marriage partner, which could be back to, okay, well, my idea of marriage is not really something that is sustainable at this stage. This is lots of messages, guys, that probably you're reading. Did I do Capricorn February, March? I don't think I did Capricorn yet. So that's going to be really interesting, guys. So that's coming up soon. Lati, are you picking anything up while I'm shuffling to clarify this?
Yeah. Basically, it's like you said, going back and forth, not knowing what they want, and I don't know why it's saying to me that you have to speak the truth, you know? And I just wanted to add, I love the Death card. I don't know why people avoid it or are so scared of it, because I think it's amazing. So whoever this reading is resonating with, this week is going to be really busy, and there's going to be noticeable changes.
Yeah, let me just check, because I don't know if I love that card. I don't dislike it, but it's a positive card. That's what I said. It's not something that you should freak out, and it rarely means death. It should be death with 10 of Swords that I would say, well, watch out. Look at here. We have a fidelity. We have a fidelity card reversed, and a letter, and money. I'm wondering if you're kind of dealing with financially with someone, and you're realizing, you know, maybe this is a drain on you. Maybe you know, some kind of like payments are coming up that you feel, I don't know, credit cards are still happening, and this is kind of like a shocker. But why is the fidelity over here? And this is like a doggy sitting on a grave, right? So there is like some lack of, maybe you're asking, maybe you're not asking for appreciation, maybe you're not asking for anything, but you, and this almost like sounds like my dad, mind you, he's a Taurus, like you do something really nice for him, like $10,000 nice, like renovating bathroom, and that was, you know, amazing job. And what he does he tell you thank you? No, he tells you fuck off. So it's just kind of like one of those situations where, you know, you don't ask for anything, but definitely you don't want this either, and that kind of like almost like angers you, where you're realizing, okay, certain things need to be transformed. This was a complete flop. I was not supposed to do that, and you know what, I'm not committing to you anymore. And this is kind of like really, really clear. I also want to see this Hierophant. So Capricorn is, you know what, like, why don't you guys comment on this? Like, we should ask this more, Lati. Who else is a Capricorn? How?
Yeah, I know. Cappies are quiet. They don't want us to know their business. I just see someone that was loyal and feels betrayed by someone they really trusted. And this person that was very loyal is going to turn their back on this person, and it's really going to transform, you know, touch the other person. That's kind of what I'm picking.
Look at CBO Music. She's saying, hoping for my Cap hubby to find a new career. He's going back and forth. He will have to put an end to something. And I think he will. Because Queen of Swords, mind you, when she comes reversed, she's like, you know, Judge Judy. Like that kind of like very kind of like bitchy attitude when somebody really has enough. And Capricorns are very loyal. And Capricorns in astrology represent bringer of the kings. If you look any economy, and I don't know, most of you guys are from the US, especially if you look at your politics, look at who the Capricorns are. Majority of this like senior staffing will be Capricorns or earth signs. And that's because they are trying to hold the structure, but it's also because they're attracted to money and that kind of stuff, which can be good and bad. Also over here, I clarified this Hierophant reverse because it means if somebody's going to look, Hierophant can mean a boss, by the way, as well, but maybe like your hubby is going to get so pissed off at work that he's going to just decide there's no hope over here, I need to make myself happy. That's for your particular situation. For general situation is going to be, listen, you know, no bread there, I need to move on. Anybody else? Chat disconnected. What the heck? What the heck? Can you hear me? You went offline. Where is the mouse? What? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. YouTube got... God. Can you hear me, Lati? Okay. Lati is also off. It could be that my internet... It could be that my internet went off. Let me see.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm...
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I'm putting you back online. I don't know what happened. Did my internet just dropped? I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, because your WhatsApp went off too.
Which is really weird. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you got everything. What did I say for Capricorn? I said that it could be one of those changes and shifts in the new...
Cappies are very loyal. Yeah, that Cappies are very loyal, and you were talking about some sort of change and loyalties and...
Yeah, you guys are going to realize that...
Judge Judy?
Oh, that's what you heard. The Judge Judy is like this Queen of Swords who kind of like freaks out. Queen of Swords that is like on too much coffee kind of a thing. Not a good thing to have around, trust me. Right? So that would be like your cat on a bad day. Just like, oh my gosh, I told you this 5 times. Which part you didn't get? You know, one of those things.
Gremlin thrown in the water.
Yeah. So let me see. I said Scorpios next. So we do have Scorpios. Do we have Scorpios in the house? Scorpio's in the house, and again I'm seeing live is like on yellow. Oh, why is that? So I'll probably have to let you connect with you in the future as well and teach you how to man this connection, so you can monitor it for me. All right, but let's do it now.
I see Sagittarius.
No, it's actually Scorpio. I already promised, because they
now,
had
right?
equal footing with ooh, look at that.
Yeah, you said you were going to continue with Scorpio.
Yeah. Scorpio, we have 3 nines. 3 nines. Wow, what the heck is this? You have 9 of Swords, you have Ace of Cups, you have the Moon reversed, which is great. So see, for those of you who don't like reverse cards, this card is great when it's reversed, right?
That's pretty.
Then you have Knight of Swords, and then you have the Hermit. Again, it's kind of like you're like tied somewhere. You want to move forward, but like almost like you're in some kind of like protection box, and you cannot find the door. You're not yeah, you might be a little bit upset about it. You're not happy in the situation where you are. You really want to, this is my wash machine brain card, because you want to get out of the situation, but maybe you don't see that exit, right? Kind of tapping in the dark. And I call it wash machine brain because that's what happens to all of us when we circulate the thoughts all the time, all the time, all the time. But this is this, but this is it. So somebody gives a solution. No, 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 no. You kill it, you kill it, you kill it, and you keep spinning in the same direction, right? But it looks like that for you, literally being a water sign, love is the answer. And Ace of Cups means maybe you're going to set your eye on somebody else, right? And see it in different direction, because look at this. We have all the moon phases over here. So something will be happening in this next, it's not only for this week. Again, I'm in the red, so I might disconnect again. It might be just something in the next 28 days. Are you here, Lati? I don't know if she is here. Hi, Safi. Can you move your furry butt? Can you move your furry butt? Please? Can you guys hear me? I lost Lati again. I know, Lati muted this call. It's all good. I need to see this card because the next...
I'm here. It's just a plane was passing by and I put it on mute.
Okay. Actually, it shows me mute, so I'm not going to bother you with stupid questions anymore. So this is what the moon is showing up over here, that finally you're getting clarity, maybe over somebody. Maybe you guys went through breakup. Maybe you guys been through some kind of harsh words. Maybe something happened to you where you felt burnt, when you felt on the receiving edge of some... You see this harshness. You have the Knight of Swords and 9 of Swords. It's exactly the opposite of how you want to communicate with people. In my school, I had people kind of like doing the tests, which type of personality you are, right? So you can understand what are your strengths within the same personality. So it's same like this kind of can be air sign, but it could be like that personality that is like very dry, kind of like very facts, and that's why people don't like us air signs very much, because we can get in that mode. And this is not you guys, but when you get this way, that means like you're highly on the edge. You're like so irritated with something that is going on. So this is telling me there is like that medicine, there is like that softness in emotion that is showing up. But it almost looks like there is like a circulating some cycle, that something is going on back and forth, and certain things from the past are resurfacing. The moon card is always the card that is connecting with past lives. So you guys being highly intuitive sign, you are remembering your past lives, and how you remember it. You're having dreams. For example, last night I had this dream, and I have this intuitive ability through my number 11, not through Scorpio. And I was like, somebody was driving me, which means obviously I didn't have a control of my destiny in the dream. And it was darkness and it was fog, and yet I was looking at a place that was like so familiar and so loving for me. So it's kind of like distancing me from saying, look, don't take everything for granted in this life. And I think end of the week, you're coming up with conclusion in your case. It's some kind of like wisdom. It's some kind of like thing that needs to happen. And this video is driving me nuts. Let me just see if this even connected to my 5 connection Yeah, it is. And it's still low. This is YouTube, guys. It's not me, actually. So, the Hermit is like, I mean, illumination. So the moon reverses illumination because the day is coming. You're finally understanding things. You're finally sorting things out. It was that struggle between your head and your heart. And your head was telling you one thing, maybe no, don't go there, stop it. And your heart was saying, go, go, go for it. You're finally realizing what needs to be done. And I really think it's kind of like finding the comfort zone here for you. Anything you are picking up, Lati, over here?
Yes, I'm strongly picking up that someone is feeling very depressed and sad. They feel stepped on, they feel abused, and they got some sort of truth, like they woke up from that. I don't see the tower, but it's like it was revealed. And this spread, I see it more like self-love. You know, getting in your, you know, getting out of your head, spending some quiet time in meditation, and you know, you have to know that you're valuable and love yourself. I see it more like someone that needs to love themselves more.
Yeah, absolutely, because Hermit has this idea, look, I have to figure out what is my role on this planet, where I want to go, because most people look for that validation from the outside. Let me see the confirmation. So for the Nine of Swords, we have visit reversed and sadness. Maybe, you know, maybe something is not happening. Maybe something is not coming toward you. Maybe you don't want to go somewhere. Maybe like, you see how she's holding herself? We hold ourselves like this when we want to conform ourselves, right? It's okay, it's okay. There is like definitely sadness behind that is sort of like more or less created with your own thoughts. So you guys have to go more in feelings versus thoughts. And let's see this Knight of Swords, which is like the harsh, and somebody was almost like verbally abusive. I always see Knight of Swords, and somebody who doesn't have all the facts, and they're attacking you. They don't want to even hear it. Did you ever talk to people, you're trying to tell them a sentence, but on the third word they're already cutting you off, and they're blah 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 talking over you? It's just like after a while you just like stop talking to them.
Sounds to me like an empath. Sounds to me that the person is an empath and they pick up all the negative energies, you know, and they try to, how do you say that? Oh my God, I'm thinking in Spanish. Okay.
What's the word in Spanish? What's the word in Spanish?
That I'm thinking in Spanish, that's why I take my time, like talking. But what I see here is someone that is an empath. They feel a lot, right? And someone just took advantage of that. And this person is, you know, like waking up from that. And, you know, it's going to be a hard process, but, you know, I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be easy. But, you know, like I said, true love to yourself. That's the cue here. That's what I'm seeing all over this spread. Like confidence, true, you know, love yourself.
Self-respect.
That's what I'm picking up strongly.
Yeah, self-respect. Like this Knight of Swords qualification was letter reversed. So maybe you're waiting for some kind of communication, visit, letter. You maybe like, you know, this is kind of like the Cinderella syndrome, as they call it. It's not technical term, where we are basically raised on these fairy tales where the prince is going to sweep you off your feet and come back and win you over. And it's kind of like weird. You're waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you're asking this person, why you're waiting? Why don't you go and approach? Well, I told him not to call me, not to come. Well, hello, kind of a thing, right? But look at this here. Like there's somebody who is communicating from the from the position of falseness. Look at the snake and the cat coming at each other, right? It's scratching and stuff. So you have to ask yourself, and I think you do, like, why do I need that? For which reason I'm doing that? Maybe you're going to approach somebody who you already know. Yeah, and it's going to be enough. Right, Safi? What? What, baby?
It's like asking yourself, why am I still here?
Yeah, like what's wrong with me? That would be question to me. So here we have a clarification for Hermit. We have Thief and we have Hope. So that will be Laron, right? Laron and Esperanza. Is that or ladro? How do you say it in Spanish? Which one is Spanish over here?
Spanish, what word you said?
Thief.
Again?
Thief?
Ladrón.
Also ladro. Okay, so it's over
Ladrón.
here. Okay, so we have the thief. Whenever I see the thief, is like somebody who's and it's kind of really interesting. Thief is holding a bag over here with things, and hermit is holding this lantern, right? So somebody's looking here for good solutions. Somebody's just trying to see what is in it for me, and I really think that's going to be a realization of everything, because this hope is returning after all to all of that. It's going to click in, but you are Scorpio, guys. You don't like anything easy. You like to kind of go down and dirty, and this is literally scraping the bottom and lifting all the
My
mud.
mind went somewhere.
Okay.
Thank you, Kat. My mind just went somewhere else when you
Where?
said down and dirty.
Okay, well, not everybody is as dirty as you are.
I know, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry, but that's how it just flashed on my head. Oh my god, okay. Anyway, never mind.
Okay, who is next? Who is next? Who is next? So what did we do?
Okay, who's next?
I don't.
Who's next, people? Come on, vote.
I don't even know. I have to write down here who we did. Who did we do so far? We did Aqua. Then we did Taurus.
Yeah.
Taurus. We did Leo. We did Capricorn. And Scorpio. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm slow. And it was like 1 hour.
Tom, can you please tell us what signs we did? Because we're here talking. Yeah, but I think you're right, Kat.
Okay, we have Sagittarius.
Okay.
We have Sagittarius. Sagittarius next. Sagittarius next. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay.
Where my Saggies at? Where the Saggies at? Okay, throw your energies in.
Okay, Sagittarians. Sagittarians. Let's see. Sagittarians. On a conference call, you're getting like 2 readers in one. That's awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah. So unexpected, though,
And the
right?
thing is that we're so different in culture. You know, we're so different. You're like from Europe. No, Croatia.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that.
Croatia.
And I'm Croatian. And I'm Puerto Rican. You know, I'm in the Caribbean, and you were raised like all the way over there.
Well.
And we're in the same thing.
And
Yeah.
we are like both in the North
kind of
in
nice.
North America right now, so that's kind of like it's awesome. So we are dealing with
Yeah.
Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, Moon in Sagittarius, and that kind of a stuff. And where is my cat tarot pen? Having the Magician reverse, guys. The Magician reverse, it could represent you, right? Because Sagittarians and Geminis are on the same axis, and the opposite of Sagittarius is Gemini, so hence this can actually represent you, but this can also represent the attitude of sneakery, attitude of, you know, I do that sometimes, and I do it with people who literally talk over me, who don't want to don't want to hear my ideas. When I see that they're completely clueless, that I would spend so much energy on them. I mean, there's like one guy, I was supposed to do a marketing plan for him, like the business that I have, and he was just blah, 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 blah. I know everything about my blah, 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 blah. Isn't this amazing? People read an article, they know everything about it. So I tried it 3 or 4 times, and each time he kind of blocked me and said, you know what, this is it. Go and do it your way. Have a good time. I'm going to make so much money off you because you'll have to come back and come back and come back so many times because you don't want to do it right. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they become sneaky like that, if you want to call it sneaky. But this is not necessarily sneaky. This is more or less, okay, you know what? You want to hear this? I'll tell you. And if that's what you want, I'll do it this way. But it's not necessarily the best for you. The Magician is somebody who has ability to create things. But it is literally garbage in, garbage out. So if you put garbage in, what the heck you expect is going to come out, right? It should be divine intervention for things to work out okay, right? Which it looks like it's going to be in your case, some kind of divine intervention, because you have, after all, this 3 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. It almost looks like you're like really work focused this week. You're focused on, maybe you have a boss over here who doesn't understand you. This could be you coming with all these ideas and somebody cutting you off, or somebody taking your ideas for granted. This could be the same with a partner, that you want to build something but somebody is just looking at their own needs and how they want to go. Because after all, you're having this Queen of Pentacles over here. Queen of Pentacles reversed means literally walking away from a relationship, but it can be somebody who is, I always see Queen of Pentacles reversed as celebrities with that whiny attitude. When Britney Spears sent snobs an airplane to a different city to get her a coffee, and we can finance I don't know, so many like sick animals with this, that kind of like really makes me sick. And this is not you. It could be, however, your ex-partner that you're like finally kind of like having, maybe you're trying to rebuild something in the name, and I really see that this is a partner who you're not with anymore. So it could be your ex. Maybe you have custody, because Queen of Pentacles can be a mother as well. And either you're being told that you're like not cooperative, or you are feeling they're not cooperative. In any case, it's kind of like feeling both ways. But I think you guys are simply going to have this week sort of like to yourself, enjoying things, treating yourself, and building and rebuilding yourself. But somebody is going to start getting in the way. It's going to be lots of talk about the finances this week. That's how I see it. Lati? Safi?
As soon as I saw that spread, what came up to my mind quickly was someone saying, old dog back to his tricks. I see a person that does things behind you. Well, let's say this is you, right? And you're tired of it. You know, you're tired of it. You're cutting loose. You're saying I'm better off alone than in bad company.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Someone just stepping up.
Yeah, that's really well said. So the Magician reversed was Sweetheart reversed.
Yeah.
So yeah, somebody's basically, you're realizing that somebody's pretending. There is like, or maybe you're realizing that you are pretending, and that's even more powerful. That you're in a situation where you shouldn't be, where you're making yourself unhappy. And this Queen of Pentacles is thought reversed. It's somebody who is thoughtless. It's somebody who is, it looks like that you are trying to build, yeah, you're trying to build something with somebody, and they're always unhappy. You buy BMW, no, she wants Mercedes, and then you finally say for that Mercedes, and she wants Porsche. It's just like, for goodness sake, is this like goalpost always moving kind of a thing? And so finally saying, you know what, actually I know what makes me happy, and goodbye everybody, I'm going to do that to make myself happy. And it could be a little bit of burying yourself in work and kind of like escaping from all of that. So keep that in mind. But watch this Magician reversed, and watch this Queen of Pentacles this week.
But the good thing in this spread, the good thing that I picked up in this case, is that the person that's fed up and is going to cut the other person is like very sure of themselves. They're decided, you know, and they're just like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. You're so materialistic, you know, I gotta get out of here. And, you know, the person is strong, you know, it's not like they're weak. I feel this person just like fed up. I'm gone.
True.
Bye.
Yeah, true. Believe it or not, guys, this is going to be a long reading, because we are like just 6 signs in, I think. So look what I have here. Aries, or anything, anybody else? Anybody else? Spot on, Lati. Look, see a Temperance rising. It had more work oriented for her. So it's amazing. Like, we are picking up on energies of everybody. So anybody else? Aries? You're welcome, Temperance rising. Your Aries moon. Okay. Oh, there you go, Lati. Look at the Kylie. Just read your energy. Awesome. Awesome, awesome,
yeah,
awesome.
I'm connecting heavily today with Kylie. I don't know why, but it's just like,
awesome.
I guess I'm picking up her energy.
That's great. Jennifer, where did he go? Who's next? I only have Aries, so Aries is going to be. Aries is going to be. Oh, here we have Sagittarius, Virgo. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so who I didn't put here? We did Virgo. That's right. I forgot Virgo. Virgo.
You already did the virgins.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't write it on my list over here. So we are doing now Aries. Aries, virgins. I have a client, and I don't know if she's listening, and I'm going to say her name, but her name in translation is Virgin Mary. How is that? That's awesome.
Maria. Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Aries. Aries in the house. Who's Aries? Aries rising. My brother's Aries.
Aries moon.
Aries moon. Wow, Aries.
Now, Kat, don't say all my secrets, okay? You can say everything, but not the little dirty ones, please.
Aries, this is really weird over here because the first two cards that came through, I think, are sort of like the guiding light. That some of you, Arieses, are coming from a position of, I'm lost. You have Wheel of Fortune reversed, you have 3 of Wands reversed, you have 4 of Wands reversed, you have 10 of Swords. So something really happened where you felt backstabbed, where you felt it's such a hard work to go to the next level, to do any planning. Maybe you felt let down by your partners, maybe you felt let down by your friends at work. You felt simply that you have been on the receiving end of something. And then you walk up and then you said, I don't think so anymore. You're getting into this 9 of Swords thing and you're like really taking your swords out. And this is literally saying, look, I am not sitting here. I'm not waiting for this. I'm not listening to this. This is my truth and I'm speaking my truth. And that is almost like liberating you because you're getting into this 10 of Pentacles, which I love. This is probably the best 10 of Pentacles in any decks that I see. This kind of like full of basically things. But 10 of Pentacles is really talking about family. Maybe you need to put your foot down. Maybe people are taking advantage of you and you need to kind of like do different things. So you're literally digging yourself out of something. You also have 2 10s, 3 10s, never mind, 3 10s. This is the beginning, Aries, and you're like sign number 1, and this is like that 1 and 0. Even though you're going in a new direction, you're still repeating a cycle. So you have to keep in mind if you want to repeat that cycle with the same people that I've seen here. Lati?
What I see, what I'm picking up is like basically, this week is going to be like kind of difficult. You know, it's like one thing after another, you know, like really bad luck. But in the end, you know, like by Wednesday or something like that, you're going to be like, wait, okay, I can't keep up like this. I got to focus. And you're going to be more like you said, Kat, like more focus oriented in the money.
Let's see. What is this Wheel of Fortune? You see, it was something desire home. I really feel your domestic bliss is basically shaken. So it could be your family, it could be your parents, and it could be simply like that what we take for granted is all of a sudden affected. So it could be arguments with siblings. It could be arguments, oh God, I have to talk to my brother tomorrow. So he's an Aries. So maybe we should skip it, kind of a thing, right? But over here,
that's easy. You say you have no battery. I couldn't pick up because my phone went dead.
Yeah, my phone went dead. Off you go.
Let's avoid this.
Yeah, like, you know,
be a difficult week.
I'll just send him a link to the reading and that's it, right? This is why. So for this 10 of Swords, mind you, like, people are seeing this as a really bad card, and again, it's not a bad card. Because, look, the worst is over, and that's why you see this, what is this called, fawn. And now the swords have to be pulled out. Yes, it was, you have been affected, you feel betrayed, you feel backstabbed, you feel that people were not forthcoming, they were not transparent. But, you know, it's really weird that you're almost, joy and merriment, so it's almost the same card, but this one holds money. And it is like something you guys need to play lottery, that's all I would say. You need to play lottery, and somebody who you really felt is gone and lost forever, it might come true, but you will really put your foot down, and the very thing that you thought if you do, let's say if you explode, if you do something, that you will chase them away, that in fact is going to be beneficial for you to actually repair yourself and repair everything around you, and including like maybe even having some kind of like financial, you know, boost, whatever this is. Actually, honestly, I would take it for me to have this crappy kind of like period of days if I can win lottery anytime. Just like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, what else is gonna happen? Like tripping and tripping and tripping until in the end you say, no, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm gonna put my head up and I'm gonna keep going. And I think it's better to focus in you know, in work. And yes, I agree with you. It came to my mind, jackpot.
Yeah.
You thought lottery. I thought I
Yeah.
picked up
Some
jackpot.
some means, right, of like, I mean, like in different countries. Mind you, I did play. We have something that is called,
True.
what is it called? We have 649 and Lotto Max, which is always more money. But if I actually collected all the money that I invested in that, probably I will be on vacation already. Hi Marina, nice to see you. Yeah, you can guys scroll back, and maybe this is why it's slowing down my stuff. Who is next? I think next is Gemini. Because finally we are going to do Gemini. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Oh, really, Marina? Yeah, like my dad was like amazing. I just like did the floors in this entire upper house and bathroom, and we still had the electrician. And he managed to. My dad is a hoarder, really disgusting hoarder. And I said, well, was it not possible that I actually just see what I just paid for? Oh, fuck off. Yeah, it's amazing how 2 words can, for him, it cost him renovation of the main floor. Let me put it that way. It's just going to, it was a really simple solution. Well, thanks for saving my money and my nerves. So, Gemini. How many Gemmies do we have here? Gemini. We have a Mars Gemini.
I see 3 beside me.
Libra, Gemini. So we have the moon. I think we have 10 of Cups reversed, 3 of Cups reversed. Yeah.
Not the third party, please. I don't. Thank God I'm single, so not my reading. Okay.
Geminis, this is going to be a week of confusion. What is this Phil Collins song? The week of illusion. What is this? Oh my gosh, I cannot think about it. The moon is like all the way